Africa can't hear what the world is saying. There are 200 million people with a hearing impairment in Africa. 9 million hearing aids are manufactured annually. Only less than 1 million come to Africa. Let me tell you about my life. 10 years ago, I used to work in a non-governmental organization. I used to work with deaf people, and eventually, the non-governmental organization closed. I was totally absorbed into the working industry. I worked for Botswana, DBS, that's one of the largest diamond industry in the world. But my former colleagues who are hearing impaired, they were not employed. They didn't have any jobs. They were roaming in the street because they were not prepared to work in this industry. Most disabled people face these challenges. I quit my job after 2 months and formed with my former colleagues a company called Deftronics. At Deftronics, we manufacture affordable hearing aids by deaf people for people with a hearing loss. Our products enable a child to go to school and to learn, and thereby acquiring the speech language. We manufactured a hearing aid, a quality hearing aid, which costs 1/10 of the current price of the hearing aids, which is like, it costs $300 US, which comes out with hearing aids and batteries. As you can see, this is our comparison. These are Widex 3000, Otcon, Phonak, Unitron, Siemens. This is our hearing aid. It comes with rechargeable batteries, and also it comes with a solar recharger. Hearing aids came to Africa through non-governmental organization, but a new problem emerged. Those hearing aids which were donated by non-governmental organization, they were only used for a month. And they couldn't continue using them because the batteries were not available and the batteries were expensive. But however, we have a saying in Africa which says, the sun does not forget a village because it is too small. We came up with this idea when we realized that there's so much abundance of sunshine in Africa, and it is free. There's no tax. It is easily accessible. This is our natural resource. So we partnered with a Brazilian company called Solar Ear. Our former worker, Howard Weinstein, had gone to Brazil to open the same operation with the same mission. He had scaled into Brazil, Mexico, China, India, Singapore. And we reached out to him and said, this is the situation which we are having. Through our collaboration, we came up with what we call a solar-powered hearing aid. This is a solar-powered hearing aid whereby it charges hearing aid batteries. And also it charges, you take it outside the sun and it absorbs the sun, and then it charges your hearing aid batteries. It charges 3 batteries at once, and it's affordable. It is manufactured by deaf people, for people with a hearing loss. Africa is hearing again, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 15 deaf workers. For the past years, we've made a revenue of 1 million, and we've also distributed in 40 African countries. We've sold 10,000 units, and we've managed to send 3,000 children to school with a hearing aid and a solar charger. Thank you. Why are we in this ship? You might be wondering. 6 months ago, we applied for unreasonable, and then we came into the ship. Our main mission is to scale out, is to reach out to all those people who are hearing impaired. So we came along and we found mentors who gave us an insight how to run business on an international scale through those ports which we arrived. Our timeline right now, we've managed to open 2 factories, one in South Africa and one in Botswana. We've partnered with the National Institute for the Deaf in South Africa, where we have our deaf people go and train deaf people in South Africa. So it's deaf-to-deaf training. Right now, we are looking for 800,000. We need to scale our operations into Ghana and Kenya. We also need to use this money for marketing and distribution. So if you can give us 800,000, we can change the world. We can change Africa. Africa can hear again. Now Africa can hear again, ladies and gentlemen. There are 200 million people with a hearing impairment. My fellow visionaries, my fellow colleagues, let's look at a bigger picture here. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you at this moment to walk with me in this journey where we make Africa hear again. My name is Tendekayi. I'm from Devtronics, and I'm willing to talk to you. Thank you.